YouTube, welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio Part 6. This is the second time I'm doing this intro because I was an idiot and forgot to take off the be right back sign. Okay, so last time we just finished being the giant human boss fight. We did a couple of follower links or social links, whatever they're called in this game. And we're about to go into, what's his name again? I think Borden's speech? Something like that? I forgot. Alright, so let's get started.
Say there.
Okay, this is our last night before that, so let's see what we can do.
All right then.
Actually, let me see my virtues, or whatever they're called. Okay. And again, I could go do that side quest and turn it in later. Yeah, let's do that. What button was the
All right then.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do some dungeon crawling before we run off into battle. Wait, it's nighttime. I forgot. I can't do that.
But
Okay, never mind. Alright, we'll just talk to this guy.
Oi there! Oh ho!
I forgot it's nighttime.
what do you want to do?
My thanks.
I'll listen. Alright, let's see. I believe we left off with my ancestors being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving my life. We hit a bit of a time skip here, as at the next concert, my grandfather, bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into the Forbidden Cave and became hopelessly lost.
That's awful.
Wow, mischievous really does run in the family. So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark. What should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out a confused what? It was the first time I ever been in the cave, after all. Then the fairy said, don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast. And that's when my grandfather realized that the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking is no long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered that for a moment, then said, you people die so young. Wow, that's mean. The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave, like she did his grandfather before. The whole time, he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. So before she could vanish, he turned to her and said, thank you for helping my grandfather. If you're wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave the village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in the Grand Tread. My family's fate seems tied to the fairies. Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy, and meeting you like this, who knows? Maybe it really is fate.
All right. Well then.
All right, on to the speech.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
That was a cutscene for a second.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
All right. All right, we're out here again.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty!
Well, they'll believe anything.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, Whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king.
All right.
This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me?
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
That's gonna be difficult for me since I'm the most hated race.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me, in charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to trust someone with peach fuzz.
First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
I'm more curious about who the third face is.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
Yeah, that was real massive bullshit for... What's his name again?
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold on, you mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Okay.
I heard the announcement. The Church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent, and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place?
Yep.
It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good. Yeah, it's definitely not good.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable.
Yep. Can't kill him anymore.
I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
We have to win.
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He
Grius,
died for
that
it.
was his name. That was his name.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did she run away?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there.
She ran away.
She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
All right, time to find our little friend.
Where?
Maria, where are you?
You're kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait. Oh no. I think I know where she went.
Unbelievable.
Maybe I gotta talk to someone near the shop to see if they spotted her.
I'm out of ideas.
And I gotta follow a path. That's probably what I gotta do. That's what I'm thinking right now.
You sound like a damn fool, you know that?
That or I'm just blind.
Sorry. Hey!
Okay, I do. So we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes, I did see her. She was muttering, Papa, and looking all sad. I saw her go through the back alley. Maria, could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral? Okay, now we know.
You sound like a damn fool, you know that?
Alright, let's go look for her.
I'm out of ideas. Just can't believe it's true. Just can't believe it's true.
That's enough now.
Ridiculous.
Wait,
Oh, I'm in it now.
Grand Cathedral's the cave we went into last time, right?
If you say him,
Hold tight.
keep dreaming, fella.
Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. You are a failure of an adult. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Animal, why would we let a child in here?
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here? Let's go home. Everyone's worried about you.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again, hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
It's not why. It's our fault.
It's our fault.
What? How? You?
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Prince told me this once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe! Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
We have to win the race.
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
All right.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together. Try to calm your mind. I'm not awake enough for this. Oh my god. That just ruins the mood.
Try to calm your mind. Don't be so tense.
Fair enough. I suppose if I've any real weaknesses, it's that I don't know how to relax. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it? Can you read? I'm assuming you can read.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security.
Okay, good. I'm not reading this time.
In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We have a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive.
Oh, you have no idea the amount of people from your tribe that insulted me so far.
A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. Think I'll give it another chance.
Damn, it's you're making me yawn now.
Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Oh, I'm asleep already? Huh.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, 6:23 now.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Wow, it takes so long to do.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne! Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
Okay.
First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not.
I'm not saying it will be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
All right,
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. Ah! What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. And Elda, an outcast of the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. Yeah, this is our only option, because no one's gonna listen to me for this one, and can't do anything about this one.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying.
Oh yeah, Zorban was also an Elda.
Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit, but it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Infiltrating Luis's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Yep. I'll do it.
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grease's journal. Okay.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger?
Nope.
Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Yes. I'll admit I'm nervous. I have to carry on his legacy. You know what? Let's be a little cringy.
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Okay, you'll have to throw that in. That's the plan. I'll never actually succeed. I haven't thought of that.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll meet again.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceania's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
Yep.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one answering. I'm not a kid. I'm asking a question here.
I'm asking the questions here.
Did I just hear you right, mate?
Don't make him mad. You're gonna make this more difficult.
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king.
Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Yeah, what he said. Please do your job.
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it...
Wait, isn't that the guy that was recruiting earlier? With the fat guy?
Weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
Yep, it was that other guy.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too.
Oh, great.
Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Whew. That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
God damn it, the game. Wake up, controller. Okay, there we go.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there.
Oh, yeah, bounties.
They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure more dangerous is better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
Wouldn't that be wouldn't that affect the rules? We're not supposed to kill any other people.
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Whoa, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. You have any idea who that is?
What up with your hair? And
that
ropes.
man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
I'm not surprised.
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
No clue. Stop his evil deeds. We don't need to win. Maybe he has a big head.
Maybe this criminal has a really big head?
Come on, that's a stretch. And if he had a gigantic head, you'd think they'd mention it in the contract.
If he has a big head, that's gonna be really funny.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
Okay.
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. our children. Selling them off, some say.
Okay, so trafficking. It's that kind of monster.
If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
Oh, great, not worms again.
We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I don't want to fight worms again. They destroyed me so many times in part 2.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
There's nothing pitiful about it.
God damn it, what did I pick? Okay. We would never laugh. We want to help.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
All right.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
Definitely send soldiers to get after him.
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
All right.
Look at that.
Almost all the requests are gone. Only one left worth taking in is the bounty with Heisme, whatever that is. What does Straw think we'll gain here? I guess I'll take this Heisme one at the window. I mean, it is a good idea if we're trying to win the popularity of the people.
I can't forgive that, no, sir.
Until all the catching posting are already taken. Though a bounty need not be a person. If I procure the head of some nasty monster like a human, my family's name would be known in the world in no time. Hold on a moment, please. Isn't besting a monstrosity like that a bit more complicated?
True.
The guard captain is struggling with this bounty, then I say it's the perfect target for us. I don't think many would take it out from under us, but we may as well grab it. The request besides making an offer.
Really now?
Hello there.
There's only one requirement to register at the recruitment center. B from Grand Tread. To be in the opening ceremony, you have to declare yourself a resident. Oceania, Ontario have their own registrations. Well, I suppose that keeps it fair. And hey, mind your own business, Zelda. Oh, he saw me again.
Really now?
What a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me you're actually thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne. Oh, the audacity of youth. That's right, a mere fleeing with no history or experience to speak of. As king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
Ideal leader of the country is a backward of a man of but great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Louise there too. This one thinks they're older than the clodders are his endless complaints. Let's ignore him and head to the registration desk. I suppose he's a candidate too.
What in the blazes?
Think. A beat-down gauntlet runner like my dad's can't handle much. But if I really want to be king, I gotta go big and nab something that'll stand out at the expedition.
Hey!
And would you be alright if we accept the bounty contract for Haizame? Haizame? You sure you can handle that? We can't be liable if you get yourself killed out there. You're an odd one, alright. Either that or you're just green. Head to Montria. You should probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
No deadline. Increase courage.
Let's call it.
Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now.
No registration issues, I trust?
Nope.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
Okay, this is gonna go either two ways. Either Heisenberg's gonna agree with us. Why do I say Heisenberg? It's Hulkenberg. Either Hulkenberg's gonna agree with us to go after a monster human or monster person, whatever you want to say, or she's gonna side with Gallica and say that's not a monster.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
I'm gonna assume it's a piece of shit, probably.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
It's gonna be a piece of shit. I'm already calling it.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Wait, so did she read the bounty or not? Okay. Opening ceremony is for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
Oh no, you're not gonna pull a Morgana on me, are you? Yep. Okay, it's not. At least it's not. Gallica was forcing me to sleep. Oh, where's Stroll? Also, can I talk to everyone else? Oh, he's sitting right here.
Hey!
Ask Fabina for the map of Montria, and she gave me the one from Greece, personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We have found one in town, but a military map always has more detail.
Yeah.
Fabina continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. Okay.
Fancy a bit of
any new information? I should just buy it.
Want in on this? Just between us.
Okay, the worst is man-eater Manjulas. Word is, not only does it breathe fire, breathe burns like fire, it also spreads foul poison. If you fight it, you should be wary of its howl. In addition for being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blaze only invigorates it, so mind your tactics. Okay, ice magic is more effective against it. Okay. That's all. That's about all. Okay. Oh, so I gotta bring magic, ice magic.
Now then.
Our preparation seems to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive, overturn uncertainty. Never mind. Forget my muttering. Just please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with. Oh my god, that face she's making.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will surely miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can. Even if it's only for once in a while.
Hello.
I decided I'm heading to Heaven. It's much too boring just to spend my days at the inn. I'm going to see the so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. You'll do well to see the world too someday. Forget. I'm gonna ignore everyone else. Okay. I keep forgetting this is not my bed. This is my bed.
Good night.
Rest well. All right.
Can I come in?
What's wrong? Can't sleep. You want to read more?
Want to read some more?
Not today.
Aw.
You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
You don't have to worry. I won't tell her.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
So promise, wait for me. I mean, we're definitely not gonna die. We'll be back.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise?
Pinky swear.
The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Okay, promising returns. Maria is waiting for us to return home and regales her with tales of strange and distant places we visited. Okay, no deadline. Okay, so I'm assuming that's gonna come into play when I just go out and then come back and then level up her bond.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
It feels weird being called Captain.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it. That's putting it mildly. Truly are devoted to him.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Oh yeah, they were trying to rob me. I do. Not really. When you got me thrown out. I'm gonna do it. When you got me thrown out.
I remember your stunt getting me flung in the wastes.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another.
Yeah, one poor soul got killed there.
So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Why?
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents.
Okay, that explains it. I never trust any church in the game.
Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Go for it.
So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people.
Oh, this is about voting.
Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such
God damn it. Hold on.
accountability, perhaps his...
I'll just restart it.
Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate.
Sorry about that. I stepped on my goddamn cable. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I was just trying to get comfortable and I stepped on my freaking cable.
Royal Highness would not have... No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
I didn't fall asleep that time.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, cutscene.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky. Faraway sky so clear. Let my wish echo. Far beyond the
Okay, there's still more story.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctists have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Crier! Where's Count Louise?
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering? Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Boo, he sucks.
So he was one of Luis's men.
Not surprised.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Krauss. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow, if we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Wow, tough crowd.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
I'm gonna make you all eat your words.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Oh, bullshit.
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash! Whoa!
Is that my ride?
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
Okay, it is.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Oh, nice. My rank went down. Or up, whatever you want to say. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I gained a lot of interest, but I only considered this a part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec!
Okay. Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along on the main road? Then the others seem to be doing as much. Okay. You're just the crazy as this runner. I'll take that as a compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Montreal, Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a way south. Okay.
Let's see.
Hold on.
Let's see here.
That's the first camp to the route to Montreal from Grand Shred.
Whoa.
Second camp.
That's where you want to go.
We'll probably camp around here on the third night.
This place here.
Wow.
Right down to Montreal, eh? On this carriage's legs, on this crap's legs. Oh, I say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about it.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than the carriage. And surely the road will be safer at this kind of speed.
Spectacular!
Folly good. Now, clinch those breeches, clads, full speed ahead to Montreal Old Castle Town.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
Same, I have no clue what a gauntlet runner is supposed to be, aside from this one.
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy.
Are you in it for the adventure?
What I want is a little gusto.
Yep.
What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. Is it safe? Not interested.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think it's pretty cool.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Eurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
I see that. The man just wants to drive.
Eurus, are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But, pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
That scream.
Whoa!
Okay, I just wanted to hear it a second time.
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Eurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
So what was the problem with it? You mentioned one earlier.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady, but leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... Tis fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
'Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where, last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive?
Well, he put it together.
That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
He put the whole thing together.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world. I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can trust him. This is better than nothing. If we die together. I like him. I trust him.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and greasework. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
All right, so what's the plan?
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Okay, she's against it a little bit. I mean, a criminal technically is a monster in another person's eye.
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's.
Exactly.
I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
I think it's a good plan. It's perfect. It's impossible. I trust all of you. I think it's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Alright, can we explore the ship?
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
I already like him. He's cool. Alright, the Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as strategy room, lounge, and kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. I kind of want to see what's the engine room like. Wow, these are the beds? Kind of crowded. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the kitchen. Oh wait, this is the kitchen. I'm stupid. This is the dining room. Engine room, okay.
Got it.
It's a kitchen. I can prepare meals here. Table. Ooh. Carriage can't begin to compete with the Gauntlet Runner speed. I suppose they earned their reputation. And I am in constant fear of losing my lunch and far from ideal. But once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. The runner makes a smooth ride, at least. I'm not reading that word. Aside, he certainly earned his title of court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen working. I do hope that he hasn't made any dubious additions. What's up here? Oh, there's a monster up there. It's following us. This is pretty cool looking. Wow, this is quite the Gauntlet Runner, though the driver makes me a little nervous. Alright, let's go explore some more. The cockpit appears to be above here. Mind the ropes, lad. Wouldn't want you going overboard. Perhaps just stay away from it for now. The door must lead to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Okay, went up that ladder right there. Right? The deck. Oh, it's even lower. It's just one door. Got it. Oh, there's my new friend. All right, now the bottom. Oh, there's more. Okay, I gotta go that way. Upright clean tools. Maybe not now. Unrest research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. There's a fluffy bag that's perfect for sitting on. If I sat on it, I don't think I'll be able to move. A beanbag chair. I never smelled the fragrance before, but I can't tell whether it's used for food or for fuel. Let's see, there's more anything new.
Now, where was I?
I can sense Moore's presence. Alright, see if he has anything new to say.
So, you've acquired a new archetype.
Okay, that's not glowing, so I can't do anything there.
Here, kitty.
Oh.
Look at his face. It's like he knows he's cute. I love animals.
Welcome.
Okay. I'm almost done with these. And Night for Hulkenberg. Oh yeah, that was Merchant. Brawler. Okay, I'm gonna save my stuff for now. And again, I should probably get ice for
Please, do make
at least 2 people. Okay, Straw doesn't have magic, so I'm gonna give him mage.
All right.
I can afford it. Or should I get something else? Okay, let me read these. Physical attack, 10%. 100% is the same. Yeah, get Slicer.
Right. Let's do this.
Okay, you have ice, okay. I'm gonna keep Medi on so I can have at least have a healer on my team. Okay.
What now?
Alright, Straw, you're gonna be a mage for a good bit.
Who needs igniters? I'll show you magic.
Okay, that's my current strongest. See, it is. Okay. Okay, Cass. Oh, it's defense. Endurance and agility. Okay. I'm gonna swap this one for magic. When did I get all this stuff? What does Mega Devotion do? I'll put it on for now. Take that one. Yeah, keep strength.
Oh, you'll come.
All right, let's finish exploring our new ship. Washing room. Machine that does laundry, handmade by Unrest. Seems there's nothing in there at the moment. Okay, so that just goes back up there.
This?
Wonder what makes this thing run. Why is that thing pulsing like a heart?
Hello?
First time I called it run, right? Oh, that scared me. Looks like there's pipes in here too. Call the runner phone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
Now, I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Godly runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your life in your hands when you travel in the wild. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the godly runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on the colossal beast, made from zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told that to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress. But in the time I'm done, she'll have new tricks. You just watch. Okay, I'm assuming some upgrades are gonna decrease the number of days of travel. I'm gonna assume that one of them is gonna be that. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Yeah, that makes sense. This thing is piloted. Okay, you'll continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books in the bookshelf, or using the washroom. More activities will be available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which will help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Okay. Magic Igniter, enormous compared to those used in the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magma crystals as fuel. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so let me save first.
What now?
Because I do something by accident. Okay. It's Nura's homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse your mind too. Okay, doing laundry will take my mind off things, increase my MP. Okay.
Understood.
I want to see what everything does before I do something.
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Nura's modified to create winds to collect dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over sure strains your legs, right? Yeah? Okay, increases health.
Got it.
Where's the ladder again? Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, what does the kitchen do? Oh yeah, why am I saying that? It's gonna make me food. Using the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating proper meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, you'll find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate catering masterpiece. Alright, whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about potential recipes. Not right now.
Speaking of...
Nura said he got the kitchen up and running. You're hungry. Do you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wants to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hush Honeybee. Stroll, you good, man?
Oh.
Bro, I feel drunk. Don't mind me here.
Sorry.
I'll survive. I can't handle the swaying of the carriage, but this is another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Oh, great, it's motion sickness. I know that feeling. There's a map shown in the area surrounding our destination, Pontria.
Let's see here.
I wonder where we are right now.
But which one?
Okay, so
But which one?
he said we're gonna have
and
3
there's
nights.
a campground. And there's a campground.
Okay. I'm gonna do MP first. Because that was a massive problem in the first dungeon. I just ate my entire MP really quickly. I burned through it so fast. That's what I'm trying to say.
This? Understood.
Okay then. Wait, hold on. Someone else's laundry is in here. I'll go get them. And they can do laundry with us.
Now then.
You got to keep the water at a consistent temperature to avoid staining the clothes. Why am I a master of laundry, you ask? Because my parents practically beat it into me. Any noble who can wash his own clothes isn't worth the fabric he wears. Oh, who can't wash their own clothes. Or something to that effect. I had to learn all about different material. In hindsight, I think they were trying to teach me not to take advantage of my title. Wisdom that would still serve me to this day.
Nonetheless,
the more time that passes, the more I understand how great my parents were. I did laundry as Stroll in total the virtue of cleaning clothes. I also found some money in the washing machine. Must have gotten mixed up with the laundry.
Huh?
Well, it's not mine. I don't think. Why don't you hold on to it? Oh, nice. After drying everything thoroughly, we finished the laundry.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
All right, first camping spot. Okay. At night, the various wilderness outside town is scorched in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travel the next morning. While at the encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner, like usual, but you can also reminisce about your journey with your ally. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Montreal. Our first time in camping in the Gauntlet Runner. Kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Okay, Straw levels up my, let's see, my imagination. I'm gonna assume Hulkenberg's inside.
Your thoughts?
Oh, how was the ride, eh? Smooth as butter, luxurious as a palace, awe-inspiring, tear-jerking. Sure. This runner's such a guilty pleasure, though credit with its due. My tinkering certainly helped make her. I can't read today. Help make her what she is. No full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped up together that makes her legs from sinking into duns. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly. But that's a story for another. Off you go. Better get your 40 winks. Imagination 2? Yep, imagination. What level's everyone again? I guess I'll hang out with Hulkenberg.
Well met.
Oh, well met. I suppose you're on a burden with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. The idle here appeals Might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination. Alright. This power we woke into, all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are the forms we take on. Each has their own unique aspect, but one bit they have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? I think it's cool.
Certainly.
I see.
I do find the I can't read that word of the design intriguing, but I will not speak on how they look per se. God damn it again, controller. Wake up, you stupid controller. God damn it. Hold on. In my opinion, the armor encloses the rage forcing within us, allowing us to direct the power as one direct a horse by its rein. It is said people lost their magic because they refused to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of the power lurking within them. Is that not what the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Hence why it is exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I have afterward is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves.
All right.
Oh, 4. It's getting quite late, but we don't have a way to go yet. So I would very much like to continue chatting with you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, day 2.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, latties. Sorry, I had to throw in that Jacksepticeye joke. Top of the morning to you, latties, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I feared, considering how tiny they are. But I got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams. I assure you, regardless, we'll be leaving this array done behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the sand this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nuris? Looks like just hang out with everyone. Oh, I get it now. So at night only imagination, because everyone's just chilling. I get more knowledge from Hulkenberg and I get more courage? Yes, courage. Okay, I'm gonna work on courage next because that's still level 1.
Hey.
Hey, Chris. Good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you got the time, why not join me? It's as refreshing for the mind as it is for our battle. Maintaining my weapon may help me improve my focus during a fight and hone my courage. Do you want to hone your weapon with Stroll?
Now then.
Right, let's get a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
Oh, they better be covered nothing flies off. You think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I like to live without a sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters, senselessly violence don't exist. where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory, and not just for me, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
How about you? I share my plans. Let's hear yours. What will you do when the fight's over? I'll give you a hand, my buddy. Okay, I'd like to help you rebuild. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it. Tell me the truth. Is that what he said? Oh, tell you the truth. Okay, I read it wrong. I got to get stronger, even if the village gets rebuilt. It's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect the people, just like Louise. We'll fight for a change.
Look at that.
I want to do something about it too.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 2 points. Sorry, I missed it. I agree. But seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. We resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's our only right that you lead. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission. Hey, I envy you sometimes, you know? To act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I do what I must. I waver sometimes. I just do whatever. I do what I must.
Yeah.
I'm only doing what needs to be done, one step at a time.
Right.
Okay, that was just 1 point. Easier said than done. I get so fixated on the past, I lose sight of the present sometimes. You always look forward, and that's what I envy about you. All this is to say, I have faith in you. We have more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through with them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their own choices, but so it is the one being chosen. I wonder what end being after all this.
All right.
Anyway, this sword shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight as well as increased my courage.
All right.
Almost there. I do like that you can see how many more points you need to get the next rank.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping here.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magma surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a little closer? Look. Tree of Prophecy.
Wow.
It's so pretty. It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the time ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does the plant grow this huge in the middle of the desert? I'm not sure this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magma in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, this would be no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off magma. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Norest pulls a sheet of paper and brushes from his pocket and begins to write the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Norest, how did you get so good at drawing?
Yeah.
Ah, my boy. That word. Documentation's in the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Giving it to me? You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch it myself. I received Norest's research picture. The drawing is in whatever that word is, detail that could accurately convey the full mastery of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there!
Yeah, I was about to say, give it to Maria. Give it to Maria. Sorry, I had a little bit of gas in my mouth. Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in Grand Tread, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classifications? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I heard that it taints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of I can't read the word, is currently color portainted. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing the rare sight has broadened my horizon.
All right.
More wisdom.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders. As darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself, monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
All right, night 2. Rock Den Camp. We'll be in Montreal the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of places Montreal is.
Speaking of,
excellent timing. I just heard something that caught me rather surprised. After our cart I can't talk today. After our cart to Grand Tread was beset by bandits and wood were thrown out, you walked the desert to reach the city.
Your thoughts?
Such a vast, empty expense, an easy land to get lost in, I'm sure. The cathedral guided me. I had Gallica.
Fair point.
Of course, you no need to worry with her at your side. I suppose that's why she's been tasked with the role of messenger.
So?
Well, in the event that you ever find yourself lost in the woods, let me offer my own advice. Search for the first star. The star moves to the west in the evening and to the east at night. Time and time again, it helped correct my path in my journey to find His Highness. Since I must say, I did not expect to return to the life on the road. 'Twill be a long journey yet, perhaps for better rest while we can. All right, I'll talk to Straw in a second. Is he upstairs or downstairs? Oh no, I can't talk to him. Knowledge, okay. Okay, let me see. What do I need more? Okay, wisdom is at 2. Yeah, I should probably talk to Stroll. Wrong button again.
All right then.
Rear deck. I haven't
Let's
been
go.
there yet. Pretty small. I did it again.
All right then.
Okay.
Let's
deck.
head there right away.
Yep.
Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg, anyway. I should try and catch one. Oh, a moth. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Okay, let me save it quick. Alright, in case I have nothing to do tomorrow, I could try going back and talking to the other guy.
Hey.
Maybe Straw will be available on the 3rd night. We'll see how it goes. Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up too much. Care to keep my company for a while? Recalling the past and planning for the future with Straw, maybe I can hone my imagination.
Now then.
So next up is Montreal. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived at the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you. We went over to the northern fortress and awoken a mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only exists in heroic tales of time long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that the Hero King once used. Marth? Sorry, I had to make the joke. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Power isn't everything. They had no allies. Also a greater power. This power isn't everything?
What's that about?
Oh, I see.
Okay, that was 2 points. Ah, I see. As kings, they must have governed their people and maintained the peace. Material might alone wouldn't have helped them. Perhaps it's a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we got allies who share these abilities as well. Then, we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this done makes me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. I'm still missing a good bit of them.
All right.
Not there yet. Come now. It's too early for bed. Let's talk some more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right, day 3. Sorry, day 3. Cutscene.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Oh, why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Well, what happened?
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
All right, who shot me?
My star is rising! Ah!
Why am I not surprised?
Sanctism will reign!
Okay, never mind. They're just fighting each other.
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Is that still sabotage? It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So it is a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Our plan hinders on winning Luis's favor. Can't afford abandoning Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Okay. I guess we help him.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on! You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Exactly.
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished!
Alright, or that is the name. And his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us for here and now. Oh, boss fight.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Okay, so I cannot hit him.
Mage! Withdrawing!
Back up.
The power of fire! Prepare yourself!
Oh wait, that was a magic guy. Hold on, restart.
Don't forget
Moving to
about
the
the
rear.
petrification
I call upon royal power within!
So what does this do? Weak HP recovers all allies. Okay, so this is basically media.
Burn to ash!
I will fight with pride. Come forth, royal soul.
Let's try Slicer.
I'll cut through.
I stand with blade in hand.
My guard.
Is that all?
Let's go! What could you hope to achieve?
Kneel before him!
Is that all?
No, badly
not
wounded.
yet.
Someone
Really?
heal her. Rosenberg's down. Get her back up. He knows we can't
Alright,
attack him.
now we know that
Don't forget
Guardian's
about the
not gonna do anything.
petrification magic.
Mage! I'll cut you down!
With Vitus power. The blade's edge!
Oh, power of heroes! Oh, shards of ice!
I
Can't
seize
resist
my
that too.
chance. What could you hope to achieve? Take this!
I'll raise back up too.
What can I do?
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal
My
him?
best.
He got struck.
Wasn't enough.
Someone get him back on his feet. He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
I'll cut through!
Stroll got
Observe
knocked
the
out.
enemy.
Can anyone get him back on his feet?
Okay, revive.
Here!
Live to see another day.
What could you hope to achieve?
This is nothing.
This is God!
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Suppose this is it.
Great.
Someone get him back on his feet.
No, not yet.
Stroll got knocked
Alright,
out.
this is a loss. Start over
Don't
again.
forget about the petrification magic.
Withdrawing!
Back up.
I call upon royal power within!
I should probably go for this guy first.
Hack and slash!
I will fight come forth, royal soul. Is there another way?
Okay, he resists physical.
Don't forget about the petrification magic. Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Moving to the rear. Mage! Hack and slash!
Let's stay calm. I can take it.
I stand ready. For all that we strive for!
Oh, nice.
No holding back!
Let's go!
Not good!
Take this! What could you hope to achieve?
Come at me!
He knows we can't attack him.
Okay.
He's toying with us.
Give me a second. If I attack, I lose one. Whenever he uses ice, I get another turn. Okay, I can attack once.
Night!
Okay, ice on this guy.
Freeze!
Know your place.
Mage! Peasants! I'll cut you down!
It's okay. We can do this.
I'm gonna go.
Bracing!
Witness the power of Sanctism.
Okay, not
What
that much
could you
health.
hope to achieve?
Oh, power of heroes!
I can't afford to hold back.
Mage! Hack and slash!
I will fight with come forth, royal soul.
Okay, let me think. If I attack, I'll have one. Whenever he uses ice, then I'll end on scroll. Okay. Can I? I think it's just guard.
Hold on. Ready for impact.
Is everyone... Night! Oh, shards of ice!
Cease your resistance.
Actually, no. I healed.
Oh, healing light!
Thanks. Trust me.
Okay, we're good.
Let's do this. More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brother.
That's not good.
Sanctism will reign!
Okay, that's bullshit. He attacked me, and he didn't get affected by those chains. That's horseshit.
You've got your defenses down!
Warrior! The blade's edge! I step with blade in hand! Freeze!
Bird got them right in their weak spot!
Are you prepared?
Not yet. Heal everyone up.
Are you well?
That helped.
I'm obliged.
Let's stay calm.
Resistance is futile! Sanctism will reign!
Is that all?
Take this!
It's nothing.
Sanctism will reign!
You're badly wounded! Someone heal her!
Let justice prevail! Oh, shards of ice!
Falkenberg got them right in their weak spot!
No holding back! Oh, healing light!
I knew you'd help.
Thank you.
Captain,
I will
you've
warrior.
got your defenses down!
For all that we strive for! Freeze!
I shall fight as the noble I am.
Okay, how many items I can heal with?
What are my options?
Alright,
I
magic.
call upon royal power within! Try not to worry.
Thanks.
I'm obliged.
I shall seize my chance! Sanctism will reign!
God, that hurt so much.
Captain's hurt bad! Let's get him some healing!
Sanctism will reign!
Captain's down!
Here they come.
Someone, help him back up!
Oh, power of heroes!
Now, what's the play?
Hey! Wake up! We're still in a fight here!
Here!
Falkenberg's
Still
guard
fight.
is down!
We can do this!
Thank you.
I owe you.
Okay.
Take this! Take this! Sanctism will reign!
Captain's down!
Animal.
Someone, help him back up!
Just the thing.
Witness me, brethren!
I'll cut you down!
Witness the power of sanctism!
This one's hoping for a
Sanctism
crit.
will reign!
Is that all?
Captain's hurt bad! Let's get him some healing!
Sanctism will reign!
Finally, dodged it.
Captain's on his last leg!
Come forth, royal soul!
Get him healed up!
With healing power!
Listening.
My thanks.
Know your place, peasants!
Okay, what have I not hit him with yet? I'm gonna try spear.
I see you!
Who needs igniters? I call upon royal power within!
Behold my
Vitus
power!
power! No.
I'm just gonna guard.
Guard up!
Sanctism will reign! Sanctism will reign!
Please,
Dear God.
are you prepared? Hack and slash!
It's too
Let's
early.
go!
Back up.
We're not out of this yet!
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
Know
For
your
all that we
place.
strive, I
Peasants.
see you!
This can't be.
Mage! I'll cut you down!
Let's do this.
Nice one, Stroll.
Kind of wish I got it earlier, though.
Sanctism will reign! Take this!
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
Sanctism will reign!
I'm sorry.
Come at me!
Someone, help him back up.
Okay,
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ha! I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
that was a hell of a kick.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Yeah, divine punishment. Get the hell off my ship.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
You sure about that? Wanted to help? Are you hurt? I guess you'll live to see another day.
I guess you survived this time.
Don't you talk down to me. You want to see what I'm really capable of?
Not really.
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur.
The big question is, how did this guy get here?
Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shoe. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot.
What's up with my new buddy? I saw those hearts.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
You might want to talk to Norvis back there, or whatever his name is.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Dude, calm down. Oh, great. Oh, never mind, the ship.
No, the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
I forgot he has a goddamn boner for ships.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
I think it's just you.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
She's a fan.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
going on?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Whose is that? Oh, it's this guy.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Definitely not this one. That's gonna blow our cover. Or supporters?
We're your supporters.
Hence your retaliation against Godot, then. He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition? Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? Become king to help save the... Okay, that I obviously can't say.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis. You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Oh, the dog has a name.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Nope.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the gauntlet runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the gauntlet runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Oh, what happened?
I
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
I'm calling it right now. It's a new bond.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it is. You seem troubled.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Okay.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one? Who would you hear that from?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camero or some such.
All right. I smell a quest. Maybe I should look into Camarillo when we get to Montreal.
This one's important.
All right, no deadline. I'm gonna assume once I beat that quest, we'll unlock a new bond. We left unrest, was dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So we arrived in Montreal this evening, then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage should never keep up with this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrance like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sight will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Artira, where their client, Barden, awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Why?
Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Huh.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
It's not my business.
It's really none of my business.
Aye. Best not to get distracted by this tattle when you've got a mission to attend to. Admirably practical.
Got quite a positive outlook, doesn't he?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
That dude really loves the runner. Is that a bug?
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm.
Ugh.
It's Martira's culinary speciality.
I hate bugs.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
'Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
Oh my god.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Looks great.
It looks great.
Yeah, I don't even think I would eat that myself.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. 'Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
You traitor. I've barely been into the thing, and already I feel a spray of something. Felt the spray of something. But for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
He's mesmerized by the taste.
Would hope that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months.
Damn.
All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Damn.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't gonna make this easy for us.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
I see it's gonna take another day for us to get there.
It's a campground.
Let's see here. Oh, I smell trouble.
Rival Gauntlet Runner.
Let's see here. Here's where we... Let's see here. Here... All right.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save the town together. We'll get this job done. Just have our reward ready.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town.
What the fuck is that?
A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
Why is with this place in bugs? And why is it have those thick lines?
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please.
I'm more terrified of the worms now.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
Goddamn, Hulkenberg's a trooper.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honorable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Right, it's been forever since I had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to make the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so let's get some beauty sleep, okay? Okay, we got an informant here. Okay, I'm trying to get permission from you, man. I guess not.
Pleasure to see you.
It was our party private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunken for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Since it was nice of you to come all this way, travel, please make yourself comfortable. Enter in the back, past the door next to the desk. Okay. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Montreal sure is a fine city indeed. Which makes this Heismay offense all the more damning. If all we heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to Wally stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if that man gave it to despair. Okay, think. So this way? Square. It's over here. Guest room. Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? I love a good inn. The runner wasn't so bad. Yeah, I love a good inn.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the bed at an inn.
Right?
I can see those monsters out there when we camp out on the runner, so I rest a little easier in the inn. I wish Unrest would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it there. Did get pretty far.
What now?
Though it didn't feel like that many days passed. Alright,
what now?
Right, exit. Alright, and that's part 6. A lot of story covered, and I'm still confused how that boss fight, that guy was able to hit us and I can't hit him when we're both the same type of candidate. Well, candidates. Only difference was I'm at the very bottom, he's at the top. Okay, well, YouTube, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, sub, and we'll see you in part 7. Alright, have a good day, night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.